Plus, are you emerging from a foreclosure after the recession and now looking to buy again? We have advice for boomerang buyers ahead on Good Day Sunday. Well, many home sales happen during the summer months when the kids are off school and people have some time off work. And whether you are a first-time home buyer or a boomerang buyer, there are some emerging trends in the real estate market you just need to be aware of before you go out there and buy. So financial professional Cathy DeWitt Dunn from DeWitt & Dunn is here with some advice. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this term boomerang buyer, I know some people are familiar, but go ahead and explain what that is, because a lot of folks are that now.
Well, a boomerang buyer is someone who owned a home previously that it was foreclosed on. So there's a lot of them out there and they're looking for options, and they might want to get back into the real estate market.
Right, so we're thinking about if that happened, I mean, you know, that person might have bought a house in 2006, 7, 8, then, you know, foreclosed sometime after that. Are those people in a position to be able to buy right now? Is credit going to be restored by now, or?
Well, you know, that's a great question. Typically, with an FHA loan, you have to wait 3 years after when you had the house and it was foreclosed on to be able to apply for a loan. And traditional financing and big banks are the same way, 3 years. But there are some lenders out there that don't require you to wait 3 years. So there's great news, but you have to have a plan in place to make sure this go around that you can afford the home and you're going to be able to stay in it.
And so what should you do? I know, so you've got to wait those years that are required. Then what else? I'm assuming deal with that credit.
Absolutely, but you need to pull your credit report. You need to take a look at, you know, there's a lot of errors that happen on credit reports. 1 out of 3 individuals has something that's been reported an error on their credit report. Clean that up. Start saving money now. Like the example would be if you're going to buy a home and your mortgage payment might be $300 or $400 more than what you're paying for rent. Go ahead and establish a savings account and start practicing and saving and putting that money away. And it's really a great time right now. There are some really good deals on homes, so just be prepared, get a plan together, and stick to it.
Because a lot of those people might have had 100% financing too, and that's not quite as likely now.
Right, no, absolutely not. Now it's going to require probably about 20% down, and that way you can also avoid mortgage insurance, and that'll help with your monthly payments as well.
Now, if somebody knows for sure, okay, I'm going to buy, I'm going to use a realtor, what do we need to do before we contact that person, just that we're kind of an educated buyer?
Well, as an educated buyer, what we probably want to do is also work with a loan officer to make sure that we've gone ahead and we're approved to get a loan with a certain down payment, and that is going to help you and empower you when you're out there working with your real estate agent to be able to buy a home, because you know what you can qualify for. And I also have on my website at womenmoneyempowered.com a mortgage calculator that's going to help you and to determine how much you can afford for a current mortgage payment.
And part of that housing crisis was people just, you know, being approved for a loan that they could not afford. Are people sort of protected from themselves now in the sense that they're not able to overbuy, or is that still something people need to kind of caution themselves on?
I think right now the lending rules have really changed, so I think they're going to protect themselves against them. So it's really going to be the banks are going to look at debt, they're going to look at your income, and they're going to look at things a lot differently than they did in the mid-2000s, just so we can avoid having a lot of homes ending up back on the foreclosure block. So it protects you, and it also protects the industry.
That calculator sounds good. Cathy, thank you so much, and we'll have a link to her website on our website, myfoxdfw.com, so you can get that and some more financial tips. Thanks, Cathy.
Thank you.